So they were a little fast with Zamboni because
Fastest Zamboni I have ever seen. They should paint that thing like a sports car.
Yeah. So we got Caps versus the Cleveland Barons. The Capitals are wearing their USA jerseys, probably because of the Winter Olympics, but great idea.
So the Caps in the white, the Barons in the reds. Here at the Barons Arena, we're stuck in the corner because, here, I'll show you over here, tight quarters. The center is just filled. We'll maybe take the center. Back in the day, I used to be able to go up there, but they don't let you go up there anymore. So now I decided to take the corner. We got Jacob here. We are about 38 seconds. I can barely see the clock.
You know what this is?
Speaking of which, I got to get the scoreboard up and running.
I feel like this is kind of going to be the championship of the Winter Olympics, Team USA versus Team Canada. Kind of what it is. Except it's two younger teams and two not Team USA and Team Canada teams. But I mean, the Caps sort of are Team USA because they are wearing a Team USA jersey. But
so we got to, yeah, we're good. I mean, this is a dynamic duo here now. All right, so we'll try and get to center maybe the next game. I don't know. We got this game, then next game's at what, 4:10?
yeah, I think so. But
So we're gonna have to find a B-dubs in between.
yeah,
Get some wings and things. It's stinking freezing up here, isn't it?
it's freezing. Outside, it's probably about less than 32 degrees outside, which in Columbus, it's way better. Cleveland, it's freezing. But we're going to have the most fun with this one.
All right, so again, Caps in the USA jerseys. I haven't even looked at the Olympic schedule for today. I have no idea.
The women's hockey plays Finland. Team USA plays Finland at 10:40 a.m.
So they're already playing.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah,
it's
they are.
11:25 right now.
But that's the only USA thing I think that's going on today. But
What about no snowboarding?
no, snowboarding's tomorrow.
All right.
That's
so
the finale.
By the way, who's in goal for game one?
So we got Lathan goal for game one. Who's doing normal?
Huh?
You doing normal?
I'm doing play-by-play. Okay, I can't tell because they're all so far down the ice, but I believe this is Miles coming up the ice. Cross ice pass over to Bennett. Bennett with the shot high over the net. Here they come close up to us. Massive hit right along the boards. And they fight for it. This is one advantage of being down in the corner. Puck comes out, still in the zone. Gavin trying to get it, and puck's going to clear out. And down the ice they go. Liam there. Liam gets tripped up a little bit. Puck stays over on the left wing in the corner. Look at how easy it is. I mean, it's so far down, we don't even need to like touch the camera. Here it comes, clears the zone. Barons with it, center ice, along the left side, taken away by West. West dumps it into the zone momentarily, and it comes back out. And now the Barons take over, gets tipped around, gonna end up down on the right wing corner, up along the boards, stays in the zone. They wave that off. Thought it might be an offsides. Barons with it. Barons back into the neutral zone. Attack along the left wing. Puck ricochets up high, and puck clears the zone again. Barons retreat back up to center ice. Cross ice pass, one to beat, gets right in front of the net. Shot, save, Lathan. Lathan well out of the net and back behind, swing and a miss. That was a golden opportunity, but the Barons couldn't drive it home, and now the puck comes down the ice. They're going to wave that off, no icing. And the Caps trying to set up shop in the Barons zone. Barons take the puck away, going to clear it up take it to center ice. Along the right wing, inlet pass, ends up behind the net. It is really hard to see the numbers from way down here.
Yeah.
I have no idea who's in. That's right up front, center shot, save, Lathan, and they'll whistle that. And we never started the clock.
And there's 11
11:40.
minutes 40 seconds.
This thing is
I have a
really
question
far
for you. What is worse? These USA jerseys and being all the way down the ice, or the all white jerseys?
All white jerseys are the worst jersey in the history of jerseys. And that clock, quick off the face-off shot, Lathan save, puts it in the glove.
Lathan's doing pretty good so far. Now that puck's down in the cap zone, Barons are going to take this behind the net. Now that puck's in front of the net. Conrad's going to get it. Conrad's going to send it all the way back out to the Barons.
Save, Lathan, rebound.
And now Miles has
Miles up the center, going to bring it in along the wing. Can he get a quick shot off shot? Save, rebound comes out momentarily, but then covered up.
With 11:11, close enough. We're 2 seconds off, but.
By the way, I'm going to ask for next game if we can record from the box. I'm going to ask Bergie if he'll let me do it. We're doing it.
And now that puck's going all the way out of the zone to Liam.
Liam able to keep that in. Shot ricochets before it can get to the net. Caps still with it, swing and a miss. Bennett has to come in. Who's fighting down? Who is that down there? I can't tell. Puck comes all the way across to the clean side. Now up the left wing. Number 20 of the Barons brings it into the zone. Puck stays on the left side. Gavin, I think that's Gavin, tries to clear it out. Does. Bennett chasing after it. Puck up high and right back into the cap zone. Puck along the boards and out of the zone. Forces the Barons to reset. I was going to say, how's that? Oh, I guess they got on sides. It's hard to tell from this end. I can't see the lines all that clear. Barons center it up, but taken away by, who was that down there? That was Gavin, and that's going to be an icing.
With 2:12 left in the first period.
Sidmir, does this look like it's crooked? Looks crooked, right?
Yeah. What if you move this up? I think it might be because the bottom thing's that.
That's fine. That's whatever.
Yeah, they can see it perfectly.
Here we go, face off in the cap zone.
That puck's going to be deflected by Ethan. Now Barons are going to have
Shot
it.
wide of the net left. Miles kicks it over to the left wall. Ethan comes in. Ethan able to knock it around and clears the zone. Here comes, who is this right here? Aiden with it. Aiden tries to center it up. Shot gets deflected back behind the net. Comes over to the right side. Puck up high. Ethan able to keep that in. Miles puts a shot on, but that was going to be a tough angle to get it on net, and it goes out in front. Now Ethan back in the corner, pass, still on the boards on the left side, and that'll clear the zone. Eli back, Eli clears it back out, neutral zone hockey. Puck comes into the Baron zone and back out. Puck ricochets up high. Who comes away with it? Who's this right here? I can't even tell.
Brady.
That's Brady. Man, okay, yeah, so I can't, so I'm blind.
I'll give you the names of the people. That's Conrad.
That's Conrad, and then
Michael. Eli. To Wes.
Wes, gonna have to get there quick, can't get to it. Tried to keep it in, couldn't do it. Jack was right there on the blue line, but it just kind of ricocheted out in front, and that's gonna get covered up by Lathan. 8:44 on the official clock. We'll fix that.
Looks like Wes taking the face off. Yeah, that's Wes taking. Wait, no, that's Jack.
Puck on the left side. Barons with it. Try and center it up. Shot that goes in front of the net. Ends up over on the right corner. Now the puck behind the net stays on the right side. Into the corner they go. Barons trying to set something up. Good job by the Caps to kind of break all that up. Puck ends up over on the left side again. Now up and out of the zone it goes, and this will be, there's no ice, so here they come. Miles down there with Jack.
Michael.
Puck centers up. Puck still centered up right there, but the Barons able to keep it from getting any closer to the net. No shot on goal. Now it comes over up onto the left wing. Around one. Good job by Liam to stay home. That puck comes squirting out in front of the net. Ends up over on the right side. Now here come the Barons along the wing. Shot. Rebound comes out. Shot goes. That looked like it was in. It maybe went just over the net. What were your? Did that go over the net?
I don't know. I think it like hit Lathan's stick and just deflected out, but we don't have the best view.
Now the Caps with it. Inlet pass, not hung on to by Michael. Now the turnover comes over and turn back over. Here they come. Tipped. That was tipped well beyond the line. I don't know why they whistled that.
With 7:17 left in the first period.
So halfway through the first period, what are your thoughts?
I mean, we kind of have to get our passing down. Like, we're kind of just throwing the puck out there, but we got to keep getting around people.
I'd agree. Actually, the passing's been okay. As soon as I say that, they miss a pass. So, Barons with it. But nice check there by Gavin. That puck comes out. West fighting for it. Comes over to Brady. Brady puts a shot on. The deflection goes just over to the left side of the net. Now that's Bennett down there fighting deep. And the puck thought it was going to clear the zone, but good job by West to put a hit on. Now it clears out, and it'll be a foot race across the ice. Aiden able to kick it back in. Barons with possession behind their own net. Kick it up and clear the zone. Over on the right side. Here they come into the Cap zone along the wing. Pass. Broken up, still on the right wing, shot, that's wide of the net, comes over to the left side. Down the ice it comes, they're going to wave that off, no icing. Barons behind their own net, set up, and go on the attack. Up to center ice. Going to bring it up center as they enter the zone. Miles with it behind his net, takes it over to the right side, and clear it out. Now Ethan there, Ethan, nice pass over to Henry. A little bit out in front of him though, so Henry now kicks it back in though. Henry somehow got that puck back. Not sure how. There were 3 Barons on him. Now the Barons are able to clear it out. Down the ice it goes. Conrad there, putting pressure on, keeps it over on the left side. Miles comes in to help out. Now the puck centers up and Lathan's going to cover that up. So 5:33 to go here in the first, still scoreless.
We finally got the clock to be right, but we did pretty good so far. So I think it's 5 shots for the Cleveland Barons and 2 shots for the Capitals. We don't know if that's right, but okay.
I think it is.
I think it is too. Now the puck's going to squirt out of the zone into the Baron zone, and then looks like it's going to be called an icing. Which might have been called an icing, but...
So we're going to face off in the Cap zone. Who do we get in?
We got Jack, Wes, Michael, Liam, and Cooper. And of course, Lathan.
Lathan goes without saying though, right?
Yeah.
That puck will clear the zone, but right back into the zone it goes. Good job by the Barons to actually get that. They got onside quick. But that one's going to clear out. Nice pass. That's over to Michael. Michael right up the gut. Tried to get a pass off. Couldn't do it. Forced to kind of kick it down into the corner. That puck centered up but taken away by the Barons. And here they go down the ice. Defense got back. Everyone stayed home. Met at the blue line. Still with it though. Deeper, deeper. Puck. They're going to get a penalty. And this one I believe is going to be going against the Caps. And...
I think that is Liam for tripping, but I mean, we didn't Liam.
Who was it? Liam hooking, gonna go spend some time in the icebox. Think about all the bad things he's done in life, atone for his sins.
And sadly, we don't have someone in the box to do announcing in the box.
I know it.
It's fine.
We don't have our field announcers with us today.
Yeah.
Hi, Penny. Hi, Owen.
Yeah.
All right. This puck bounces around. Gavin tried to clear it out with the backhand pass, but that ends up right in the Barons' hand. That shot saved by Lathan.
I mean, Lathan's playing phenomenal so far.
I believe they've got 6 shots on goal now.
4:23 in the period.
We'll get another face-off in the zone. 1:14 to go on the penalty kill.
And
Gavin able to clear, or that was Aiden able to clear that out. Gavin chasing after it. Gavin almost got there. Gavin hustling down the ice. Now Gavin gets back on D. Shot. Kick save. Lathan goes over to the left side wing. Barons with it. Kick it up to the top of the zone. Right back down into the corner it goes. And now they find a little bit of space. Tried to bring it to the middle. Conrad doing a good job of keeping that out. Still hasn't cleared the zone. Stays over on the left side. Puck. Lathan uses his stick to shove it over to the right wing. Now a little bit deeper. They find the open man. Shot. That goes just off of Lathan's glove. Deflects wide right of the net. Now it's over on the right side corner. Caps trying to clear it. Can't get it cleared, but doing a good job of keeping it along the boards. Now the puck behind the nets comes over to the left side. Comes back up to the top. Brings it to the center. That shot off the target to the right. Now over on the right side, up top of the zone. Passed in deep, shot, save, Lathan.
2 seconds on the penalty kill for the Caps. And 3:11 left in normal time. And it's still 0-0.
So Liam will be coming out of the box. If they can get a quick pass up to the top, they might be able to sneak in behind the defense. And that's exactly what they tried to do, just couldn't clear the zone. Liam comes out, shot, goes wide right, now, or wide to the left, I mean. That puck's been down there an awful long time, but now we're back at full strength. Here come the Caps. Clear it up and out of the zone, across the blue line, shot, that gets deflected before it gets to the net. Now down along the boards. Puck's gonna come behind the net. Ethan there, Ethan gets kicked around a little bit. Henry there. Henry is going to skate after the puck as the Barons take it away, and Henry gets down. Now Henry off the boards. They clear it out. And who's that chasing after? Here comes Miles. Miles with room along the wing. Shot, save, covered up. Good scoring opportunity there. 2:17 to go. Probably the best scoring opportunity of the period for the Caps so far. And we'll get a face-off in the Barons zone. Still scoreless.
With 2:17 first.
Who's coming in?
We got Miles, Jack, Michael, Conrad, and Aiden.
Michael had possession of it momentarily, but now the Barons going to take it away. They converge on him right as they cross the blue line, and the Caps take possession of the puck. But now that was almost a turnover. Aiden with it. Aiden kicks it up high, gets it over to Miles, but that pass out a little bit up in front. Now Michael able to take it away. Nice little turnover there. Caught, put down by the Barons. Barons take over possession. Michael able to kick it back down into the corner though. And Caps trying to set up shot. Here comes Miles to try to take that puck away. Good job by Conrad. Conrad's shot comes right back. Conrad loses his skates. Conrad put a great shot on. That's just wide of the net. Another nice shot. Caps putting some pressure on here late in the first period. Michael gets hit up. Now the Barons clear it out, and that puck's going to come all the way down, and that'll be an icing.
This game was way cheaper than I thought it was going to be.
Way chippier?
Yeah.
Oh. That's actually been a pretty fast-paced game so far.
Yeah.
Caps able to kill that penalty. Caps have actually played a pretty good period. It's been a fairly even matchup so far. Outside of shots on goal, which are about doubled up Barons to Caps. Caps maybe got to put a little bit more pressure on goal, so down the ice it goes back behind the Capitals net. And that puck kind of comes up into the corner. Shot. Nice save, Lathan. Lathan's been on the money so far on the first. 1:03 on the official clock.
Now the
Who
Barons,
lost their stick? Shot out in front of the net. Goes over to the right side. Bennett with it. Bennett trying to clear it. He does. Skates it out himself. Gavin was in there. Now the puck kind of behind the Caps, taken over by the Barons, but an errant pass allows Bennett to come in. Bennett gets hit right in the back. And Gavin's still with it. And they fight table for 4 right in front of us. Bennett down there, Wes in there, Gavin there. And the Barons going to come away with it. They set up shot behind their own net, kick it up, and kick it out. But Gavin there, Gavin back pass over to Liam, right back into Gavin. Gavin shoots it down deep. That puck's going to end up back behind the net on the left wing. Back over to the right side. Barons take over possession. Cross ice pass, intercepted, and that'll be an offsides. And there's 0.3 seconds left, so that'll do it for the first period. They'll have to drop the puck, but barring some sort of crazy play here, we'll go to the second scoreless. All right, so first period thoughts.
so far so good. I mean, haven't let up a goal yet. That's pretty good. Probably one of our best periods so far this year.
Really? I agree. They actually skated right with the Barons.
That
played good
penalty
defense.
kill was pretty good. Like, they didn't let anyone score there. They kind of blocked some shots there, and Lathan's played it phenomenal so far.
Lathan has been on point, made a few good saves, especially to keep the score at 0 after the penalty kill.
I mean, I do like
Caps
this.
passing has looked fairly decent.
I do like this corner angle, though.
You do like the corner angle. I'm not a fan.
I mean, I like it because you can see like the action happening in front of you.
That's true. If they're down on this side of the ice. So we'll get the Capitals attack twice, and this period we'll get the Barons attacking the net. So we'll get to see Lathan up close as Lathan takes the net.
It looks like we got Ethan, Henry, Conrad, Miles, and Aiden to start this period.
Face off at center ice. Here we go. You want to do play-by-play this period?
Sure.
All right.
So that puck's going to win by the Barons. Barons are going to pass that back in their own zone. Now 71 for the Barons is going to take it in. Loses it. Now Henry's going to send this to center of the ice to no one. And now the Barons are going to have it and pass it back to the other defender. And now the Barons are going to keep this puck in center ice. And now the Caps, Conrad's going to chase it in icing Cap zone. Might have been an icing, might have not been an icing.
We get a little wave from Lathan.
Yeah. That usually happens. Usually doesn't happen. I mean, we got Miles, Bennett, Henry, Conrad, and Aiden. Bennett's going to win that back to Miles. Miles is going to take a shot, deflected. Now, Henry's going to try to pass it back to Aiden. It gets deflected. Aiden keeps the puck in the zone. Now that puck's going to go behind the Barons net. Henry's going to get it. Henry's going to battle for it, and that puck's on the other side of the ice. Now the Barons are going to take this out of their own zone. Conrad's going to say, no, I want to keep this puck in your guys' zone. Henry's going to take a nice shot, misses the net completely. Now that puck's going to go to the front of the net. Shot saved by the Barons.
I'm doing our zoom in. It might be a little grainy because of the zoom in, but I think you can see the play a little bit better that way.
We got Jack, Ethan, Cooper, Liam, and Michael. So Ethan to take the draw. Now the Barons are going to have it in their own zone. The puck's going to get deflected to the open ice. And now Michael's going to pass it back to Cooper. Cooper's going to get it up to Michael. Michael is going to skate with it. He's going to pass it up to Ethan. That pass doesn't really get connected. There's another icing. See, probably one of the most amount of icings in a game so far.
A lot of icing, so you're not wrong about that.
These refs are not afraid to blow the whistle.
Only one penalty so far, though.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a face-off right in front of the camera here.
With the action. So you got
Ethan will take it.
that puck's in the bobble all the way behind Barron's right feet. And now that puck's in the Barron's zone. Now it's going to come to center ice. Barons are going to have it. Barons are going to try to get this puck out of the end zone. And now the Barons are going to have it in center ice. And that puck's going to go all the way down to center ice again. And now Liam's going to
Shot just over the net.
just missed. Now Cooper's going to try to check. Ethan's going to give him a little nudge there. And that puck, Barons are going to have it in the cap zone. Now Ethan's going to skate it up out of the zone and into the Barons zone. Shot.
Nice shot by
Save.
nice hard shot. Like to see it.
It's off the dome there. You could hear that one happen.
And that's the thing that the Caps have really got to focus on, just putting it on net. Those shots on goal, they're getting outshot 2-1 right now. If they can keep that close, they'll keep themselves in this game.
Just an unlucky bounce for Eli. Now Aiden's going to have it. Aiden's going to give it all the way up to West. That pass doesn't get connected. Now the Barons are going to have it against the board. Now it's going to go back to Bennett. Bennett's going to just give a nice little pass back to Eli's going to send this all the way to center ice. Now Gavin's going to get it. Gavin gets checked up there. Now Bennett's going to send this in the zone. And now the Barons are going to have it behind their own net. Now puck's going to go all the way out of the Barons zone and into the Caps. Gavin going to have a nice pass there to Bennett. Bennett's going to try to get this back to Aiden. Aiden going to send this up to Bennett. And now Bennett's going to have it. Bennett's going to take this all the way out of the zone and into the Barons. West gets sort of hit, and now that puck's against the boards. Can't really see what's happening. And now Bennett and that puck's still against the boards. Now an unlucky bounce to get it into the Cap zone. Aiden's going to get a nice stop there.
Nice.
Eli with a nice stop. Now Gavin's going to send this up to Bennett. Bennett tips it. That puck's going all the way into the Baron zone. Deflected by their own goalie. And now Aiden's going to get it, tip it. And now the Barons are going to have the puck again. And now the puck's going to be...
Oh, and they got it.
Unlucky bounce there. But someone's missing a supply there on the ice. I think that's going to be Aiden's mouth guard. Yep.
It's an unlucky bounce. Also, that'll happen every time when you let a guy stand right in front of your net.
So we got Ethan, Miles, Henry, Conrad, and Liam. Ethan going to take the draw, and now it's going to go to Miles. The Barons are going to have it. They're going to send it to the end zone. Liam going to send us out of the zone.
Now it'll be interesting to see how the Caps respond here. Caps tend to play better when they score first. Nice shot, right back at him, baby!
Henry with a nice tic-tac-toe in the front of the net, and Henry's going to get a goal today.
So you can kind of see with the replay, Henry, again, you get in front of the net, no one's there, it's real easy to score. We learned that on both sides of the ice just now.
So we got Henry, and Ben's going to take for Ethan, and then we got Conrad and Liam. Miles going to get it. Now the puck's in the corner, and now the Barons are going to have it. They're going to send it all the way across the ice. And now Conrad's going to get it. Now the puck's going to be against the boards. Now the Barons are going to have it against the boards, and that puck's out of the zone. And now that puck's into the Cap zone. Bennett's going to take this puck behind their own. Take the puck behind their
Oh,
Caps net.
that's a dangerous pass coming out from behind your net.
Send it to the front of the net.
Good takeaway by, who was that?
Liam. And now the Barons are going to have the puck in center ice. And now that puck's going all the way back into the Cap zone. Conrad's going to get there first. Conrad's going to chip it up. Just wasn't that powerful. And now that puck's going back to defense just missed the net. And now that puck's going behind the net again. And now Henry's going to stick it up there and hope something will happen. And now Conrad gets hit in the head. Conrad's going to send this out of the zone. And now the Barons are going to have it in their own zone. No icing, which is surprising because there's been lots of icings. The Barons are going to have it. The Barons are just going to try to skate through everyone. Gets deflected to Jack. Jack's going to send this all the way down deep. Jack gets hooked. Jack's going to send this to the front of the ice to Ethan. Pass
Ethan
just
was there.
didn't get connected. And now that puck's in the front of the net. And now Barons are going to have it. Michael's going to have it. Going to send it against the boards where no one is. Jack's going to get it back. And now that puck is against the boards again. And now that puck's going all the way out of the zone. And
Good takeaway by
Take
Coop.
this puck away. And now Michael's going to have it. No, doesn't get to it. And now that puck's going to the front of the net. Deflected by Eli. Now Jack's going to deflect it to get the puck back. Puck's going to go all the way to Michael. Michael's going to have a one-on-one opportunity. Michael gets slashed up. Shot, miss, hit
Golden
the pad.
opportunity.
And get it back to Cooper. Cooper going to have a nice shot deflected by Barron. And now Eli's going to slap one across the ice. Now Cooper gets an odd deflection. Now the Barons are going to have it. Take it out of the cap zone. And now that puck's going against the boards. Ethan's going to take it. Ethan's going to pass it up to no one. And now the Barons are going to have the puck against the cap boards. Ethan's going to chip in. And that puck's against the boards still. Ethan gets pancaked.
Ethan got sandwiched.
That puck's going all the way in the zone for a offsides. So 7:36 remaining in the period.
Halfway through the game about.
Yeah.
We're all knotted up at 1. Shots on goal. It still says 8-4. I don't know if that's actually accurate.
It's no longer accurate.
It was
it's
accurate for a
7:07.
while. Then they said,
1-1.
we can't record this many shots.
Now that puck's going to go to Gavin, and now the Barons are going to get this out of the zone. And now that puck's going all the way across the ice to Wes. And now that puck's going back to Liam. Liam's going to send this up to Wes. Wes is going to send this all the way deep. And now Conrad's going to try to go after this. Conrad, that puck's going to get stuck in front of the net. And now Barons are going to have it. Send it up to Wes. And now that puck's going back down into the zone. Now Aiden's going to have it. And that puck's going all the way back to the end of the zone. And now that puck's going behind the net. So Wes is going to have it behind the Barons' net. Now Wes gets checked up behind the net. So that puck's still loose, and that is a penalty on the Barons.
This is going to be on the Barons for sure, right?
Yeah. Wes slow to get up, but he's up and he's skating. So penalty on the Barons for cross-checking. Surprising, but we'll take it.
We have Henry, Miles,
Ethan.
Is that Michael and Liam? Or is that who's is that? That's not Michael. It is Michael.
Yeah, it's Michael. And now that puck's going all the way back to
I should probably
Liam,
go to the
Henry,
optometrist since I can't see anymore.
Liam. And now the Barons are going to have it. The Barons are going to send us all the way into zone. Lathan with a nice glove save. Going to pass it to Liam. And now Liam's going to skate this himself. And Liam's just
Good
going
job
to
by
use his
Lathan to
wheels.
just keep that clock rolling instead of letting him set up shop in our zone.
And now Miles is going to have it behind the net. Going to pass it to Liam. Liam going to take a shot. Gets deflected. And the puck's going back to Henry. We're going to try to get it. Now Liam's going to take a foot race. Liam's going to win it. Now it's going to go to Henry. Henry's going to try to gets deflected. Shot. Goal. That is how every single goal.
An absolute defensive breakdown right there. Everyone went up the ice thinking we had the puck, and the puck sat there all by itself, and the Barons find a gift in a shorty here with 5:55 on the second.
but every single goal this game has been no one's covering in front of the net.
Well, that one was, I think that everyone went up the ice and
No one came really back.
we didn't have possession yet.
So,
The puck was still loose, and
So we
but the
got-
Caps still got. I can't tell how much time is on the penalty. Can you?
I think it might be 10. I don't know, but looks like West is going to take it, and West is going to win it back to Aiden, and the Barons are going to have it. That puck's just stuck in the center ice, and now Gavin's going to pass it up to
Conrad.
Conrad. Just gets
Conrad
missed.
couldn't hang on to it. It's going to clear.
And now it's going to go back to Aiden, and now Aiden's going to have it. Aiden's just going to take a look and skate it up to Conrad. That pass gets missed, and now that's an icing with 5:30 on the period, and
I still can't tell
what
how
looks
much
to
time.
be 10 seconds on the penalty. We quite don't know. We don't really know right now. Might be a 2 and a 10, I think.
This has not been a very effective power play.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
West, yeah. That puck's going all the way down deep, gonna skim the boards, and then the Barons are gonna have it. Eli's gonna say, no, I want this puck. And that's a battle against the boards. Gavin's gonna send the side of the zone. The Barons are gonna have it, center ice. And
we're back
Conrad's
to
gonna
full
get it. Now West,
Back to full
now-
strength.
that is an offsides. So full strength by the Barons. So 5:04.
Couldn't execute on the power play there. I'm not sure they got a shot off on that. That was not the best power play they've had of the season, but
They had a good job attacking, but the puck, once it comes out, you need 2 defenders to come back, but didn't really happen. We got Bennett, Jack, Michael, Cooper, and Liam. Now, that puck's going to go back to Liam. Liam's going to send it up to what looks to be Bennett, but wasn't really passed, but that puck's going over the net. Now Liam's going to have it. And now that puck's going in front of the net. Michael gets slashed, and now that puck's going behind the net. Michael sort of gets chipped up. No penalty called there. It's going to go over to Bennett, and Bennett's just going to take this into the zone. Bennett's going to take a nice shot. Completely missed the net, but that might have been our own fault because we tipped it. And now that puck's in the Barons zone, but the Barons are going to take the center ice. And Cooper's going to have it. Cooper's going to try to get to this. And now the Barons are going to have it against the
good
Bulls.
takeaway by Coop. That was good
Now that's going
defense.
to go to Michael. That pass just missed, but it's not going to be an icing. He doesn't have enough. It's going to go all the way across ice to Liam. Liam's going to take it in.
Got him on a little bit of a line change.
And Liam's going to have it again. Liam's going to block. Say, no, I don't want to get checked today. And now the Barons are going to have the puck against the boards. And the Barons are going to have it at the cap zone. Coop try to stop it. Doesn't get a stop there. Puck's going to wrap around in front of the net. Shot. That's out of the zone now. Now it looks like Jack and Ethan are going to go after it. Ethan gets checked up. And now that puck's behind the net. Ethan going to get it back to Michael. That pass doesn't really get connected. And that is going to be a penalty on number 8 for hooking.
So the Caps with another opportunity here. We'll see if they can.
Capitalize.
Well, again, and it's pressure on the net.
So
On that last power play, it's puck possession, put power on the net, and really attack the net here. Would love to see him be aggressive, put shots on net, get out front, play physical right here, try and get this game scored up before they go to the third.
all right, so
We're tied up on
3:32 left in the period. So more than halfway done with this game. So now that puck's going to go back to Jack. Jack shot misses
Put
the
the
net.
glove. There you go. Well, that started right.
Gets a nice glove save from the Barons, but Caps are going to need to find something here. They are going to have a 1-point deficit. Now, Jack's going to have it. Jack's going to pass it back to Henry. Henry going to send this all the way across to Michael. Michael shot. Save. The Caps are surely getting the pucks on net. Just they need more, like, pick their shots than just. So now that Jack's got it, Jackson sends this.
Good save by the goalie. Good stick save.
And now that puck's going all the way up to Henry. Just an unlucky bounce there. Henry's gonna have it in the Caps lane. Henry's just gonna take a look and say, "I'm gonna skate it myself." And now that puck's going all the way over to Henry. Shot out of play. So, still with the netting, it's not helping with the out of play stuff. So, 1 minute remaining in the penalty kill, power play for the Caps. Now that puck's going back to Henry. Now that puck's going over to Jack. Jack back to Henry. Henry gonna give it back to Jack. Jack is gonna get a skate around the ref. I'm gonna turn that up. Miles gonna have it. Miles is gonna try to keep this in the zone. Does. Now that puck's going back to
That was off.
Icing.
No, that was
38 offside. So 38 seconds on the power play for the Caps, but 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the period. So it looks like West's gonna take the face off. That puck's just sitting there, and now the Barons are gonna have it. And that puck's sitting on the blue. Now West is gonna have it. West is just gonna skate the set himself. Gonna send it all the way down into the Barons zone. And now the Barons are gonna have it. Barons are gonna try to bring this out of the Barons zone. And West's gonna have it. West just gonna skate it and gonna pass, try to get it to the front of the net to Gavin. Now that puck's behind the net. The Barons got it. Now that puck's going on. Eli's gonna send it back in. Eli gets checked up. And now that
5 seconds left on the penalty, and
so 2 minutes in the period.
2:07.
2:07.
I got 2:06. Close enough. Actually, hasn't been a bad period. A much better power play. You know, they didn't get one in. Put a few shots on net. Were able to keep that possession. But
and now
they got it.
West.
They got to stay aggressive. Is the trick.
That's going to go to Bennett. Bennett's going to shoot this across. And now they're going to take this out of it.
That tipped up over the net.
Now to Bennett. Bennett's going to skate this around. Eli shot deflected in front of the net, so it does not get to the net. Aiden's going to poke it in. Barons are going to have their own puck. Barons are going to have it in their own zone. Now Barons are going to take this to center ice. Gav's going to try to get this. Doesn't. Now that puck's going behind the net. Across the ice, so Eli's going to give him a check there. Now Bennett with the nice deflection shot.
Nice save.
Saved by Lathan. Another great save. Gavin going to get Aiden's going to try to get this out. Zero clue where the puck is, and that is an icing.
Let's see if I can get the replay on that. Watch Lathan come across the net, throws his stick out, and I believe that saved it. What a save.
That was remarkable. That might even make ESP.
He throws his stick out and gets just the puck to go just wide because of it. That was a good save.
He might even make ESPN and give him a highlight for that. But now Liam's going to have the puck behind the net. Now that puck's going really good behind the net. Brady's going to send it up against the Blues. Jack's going to have it. Jack's going to send this all the way out of the zone to Ethan. That puck's going to go up to Michael. They can't find where the puck went. And now Barons are going to have it. Barons are going to keep it. Send it into the Caps and shot saved by Lathan.
Oh, and able to hold on to it too.
Another great save.
Oh.
That one could have fell out.
So our positioning's actually been really good in this game, but there's been a few lapses here in the second that's left us exposed. But
now the Barons are going to have the puck. Now the puck's going to go to Michael. Michael's going to get a little tripped up. And now Michael's going to have it. Michael's just going to skate. And that puck's in front of the net.
Puck up front. Shot. Still there.
Back to Brady. Brady shot.
Good save. Puck's still out in front.
And
now they whistle it after
dead.
Just
So, a lot of shots there. The Caps are definitely holding the pressure here.
That's right. They got about 25 seconds left. 25.6.
So I'd say you're closer than the scoreboard.
Why is he outside the zone?
Now that
No
puck's
idea.
normally back into the zone.
Yeah, why was that
Barons.
outside of the zone?
Why'd they even blow the whistle?
Now Liam's gonna have it. Liam's gonna send us back into the zone. Ethan gonna get it. Now that puck's against the boards. The Barons are gonna have it. Barons are gonna send it across. That puck's
Got to
now-
go to the puck. Michael with it.
Michael's gonna have it. Michael is gonna send us out of the zone. You got 32 on, and that is period. So, Caps, some weird reason that puck is just somehow that puck was out of the zone. We don't really know. I think it might have been something to do with the in the front of the net, but we don't really know. How do you think the second period went from the first period?
I mean, the good news is they're staying competitive. There's a few defensive breakdowns in that period that cost us the goal. The shorthanded goal, that power play execution on that first power play we had was not very good. They get the shorty, which is okay. It's actually been kind of a problem throughout the season where we get the one-man advantage and have trouble with time of possession on it. But overall, I thought they played really well. Just got to keep that defense tight and stay aggressive on offense and keep shooting the puck, especially when you're down by one. If you're being too selective with your shot selection, it's going to be real hard to come back. So you just got to keep shooting, stay aggressive, and defense has got to stay home and stay in position. The Caps are right there. They just need one to be tied. Need two to go steal this one. Make you feel real good about game two.
You go back to commentary.
Oh, I'm going back?
Yeah.
You're making me do play-by-play?
We'll do it periods.
All right, Miles is in for the face-off. And away we go with the third period. Quick whistle on the offsides, and I can't stop the clock, so clock's all ready. Oh wait, actually the clock's only off by 1 second. I'm pretty good. All right, so face-off right outside of the zone. Puck's gonna squirt it all the way down. They wave that off, no icing. Henry gets there. Puck along the boards in the corner. Henry's already got one goal, looking for more. Henry able to keep that in. Puck goes down in the corner. Henry puts a check on. Bodies flying everywhere. Puck comes out of the zone. Up to center ice. Up along the wing. Tried to center it up. That pass gets deflected. Barons find it though. Aaron shot over to the right. And I believe that's Miles down there who kicked it up to Bennett. Bennett tries to kick it up and out but can't do it. Puck's up along the boards left side. Shot, that goes left of the net. Puck ends up over on the right side boards. And now we're just laying on the puck. That's one way to keep it from going anywhere. Right in front of the Caps bench. Who comes away with it? Still hasn't come out. Now it squirts all the way over into the Barons zone right in front of us. And the Barons take possession. Line change for the Caps. Barons set up and go on the attack. Out of the zone, up to center ice. Taken away. Now the puck's going to come down into the corner along the left wing. Ethan skating after it. Puck stays on the left side. Gavin trying to keep it in, couldn't do it, but Gavin will take the puck with possession. Cross-ice pass over to Aiden, I believe. Barons with it, and they're going to get the offsides. I thought they might call that, and they do, and the clock stops with 12:09 to play.
So far, the Caps are playing pretty good hockey. They got to keep this pressure up if they want to score another one here.
Shoot, and then
Score.
score. That's even better. I like that. I was thinking, and shoot again. But, all right, that puck
Shoot,
down the ice,
score.
and there's going to be another icing call there. So now we'll get a face-off in the Baron zone on this end of the ice.
I mean, what's better, shooting again, or shooting and
Shooting and score. How about scoring, and without even shooting?
Yeah.
What if you just get it like it just lands in the net?
Yeah. That would be pretty cool.
That would make the game a lot easier, wouldn't it? All right, Wes going to get there, kicks it back behind the net over to the left side. And that puck will clear the zone, but Barron's with it. Good job there by Ethan to put pressure on, trying to take that puck away. But now the Barons right at center, now taken away again. Is that Ethan again? Ethan all over the ice.
That's Gavin.
Oh no, that was Gavin. I was going to say, how did he get there that fast? And I know it's kind of hard to see. Save, rebound comes out, save. Now puck on the net, whistled. I believe that may have been... And now the ref's yelling at the players.
This game's got interesting.
Ref saying, if you want to sit, you yell back at me. Me at the age of 13 or 14, I would have been sitting. I would have said, do your job and open your eyes, ref.
There goes Jack.
Anyways, I believe that was a bad call. I believe that puck actually wasn't covered up. Anyways, puck down in the Barons zone. Barons with it, gonna keep it over on the left side of the zone. Now the Caps had it momentarily, couldn't keep it in. That puck comes back over to Eli. Eli tries to pass, gets deflected. Now the Barons gonna set up shot. Oh, missed the pass, that clears the zone. Barons forced to reset. Cross-ice pass to no man's land. Barons end up with it. Now number 93 goes on the attack in the zone. 85 still with it. Good stick handling by 85, but defense able to put enough pressure on that it ends up behind the net. Now that puck comes up and out of the zone. Here comes Michael. Cross up over to Eli. Eli shot! That gets deflected. Good save by the goalie. Good shot by Eli coming out of the defense. Again, that's one of those transition things that the Caps have been working on, where how do we transition from defense to offense, and sometimes you got the defensive player that's got to take that offensive shot. Eli does a good job there. Now that puck comes out of the zone. Here comes Gavin. Gavin tries to go round two, couldn't do it. That puck clears the zone. West skates down the ice, takes it back behind his own net. Going to actually reverse course, keeps it on the left side. That puck clears out. Possession going to go over. No, look at this. That's going to be Gavin who finds it. Gavin shot, save, goes high up into the air and goes over on the left side. Now Barron's trying to clear it out. Puck still hasn't cleared. Bennett keeps it in. Gavin skates in. Gavin, that was a great shot. Now, who fell right there? Liam lost his skates right as they crossed the blue line. Shot, rebound comes out, stays over to the left side. Now back behind the net. Over on the right side, Bennett with it. Puck comes up out of the zone, tipped out of the zone by Ethan, or by Gavin as he comes off the ice. Great shift by Gavin. Line change coming in for the Caps. Here comes 71 of the Barons, right up the gut. Shot, that's going to end up out of play.
.9:18 left in the third. So not more than halfway in the third, but more than halfway through this game. So looks like the Barons are going to have this with a face-off. Ethan's going to have it.
Got a 2-on-1 if they go fast. Here comes Ethan. Pass. I don't think Henry was ready. Henry didn't think that pass was coming to him. That was Ethan should have taken that shot. He had a good angle on it, and you take that shot, let Henry clean up the rebound, but he passed it to Henry right on his skates, and just nothing Henry's going to be able to do with that. So anyways, a puck down in the corner. Puck ends up just wide left as the Barons try and put pressure on in front of the Caps net. A little check up along the boards left side. Puck's still there though. Ethan puts a little check on. That puck clears the zone, forces the Barons to reset. They retreat, and Ethan himself having a good little shift right here. That puck gets tipped back in. Back behind the net goes. Going to come right in front of us.
Darn
and the
it,
Barons
I
take
want to
over
see
possession.
another great check. This game needs to get more interesting.
We come for the hits. Stay for the goals, right? That puck behind the net again. Barons with it. Barons, cross-ice pass, trying to get it up out of the zone. They will. There they go down the ice. Shot, they want a line change. Puck's going to rally all around to the left side. Shot wide of the net, right. Puck goes into the right side corner. Puck stays in the zone. Who's that down there? Is that Michael?
Yeah, that's Michael.
All right, so Jack and I believe that's Miles or Brady. Brady,
Gets tracked up.
and now they call the icing. Kind of a, for a second there, I thought they were going to wave it off.
I don't know.
So 7:29 to go in the game. We'll get a face-off in the Capital zone. Caps looking for a goal to tie this up. Got halfway through the third. It'll be, who's taking the face-off? Is that Wes?
Wes. Now the Barons are gonna take a slap shot from the blue line. Doesn't hit the net though. And the Barons are gonna send this to the front of the net.
Shot
That
goes
puck's-
up over the net. Right there. Ooh, that was dangerous. That was almost a goal. And this has been kind of the story of this game where the Barons find a little spurt kind of halfway through the period where they put a lot of pressure out in front of the net and the Caps just have trouble clearing it out. We'll see if the Caps can weather the storm on this one. They come away with it momentarily still. Can't clear it though. Puck in the zone over on the left side. Back kind of behind the net now. Stays left side. Shot. It sounded like it went off the pad of Lathan's. Lathan able to scoot over to the right side. Can the Caps clear it? They do. Eli has it. Eli with a nice little pass, but ended up underneath Gavin's skate.
Very
I'm not
late
sure
whistle.
where they called the offsides on that. Is
But I think they might have called it on Gavin. But that still was a very late whistle. We got Miles to take this face off. Barons are gonna have it in their own zone. The Barons are gonna send us up to
That's
another
a
Baron in the
good
center
pass out of
ice.
the zone, kind of faked out all of us. Number 7 skating fast for the Barons, right to the net, shot, and a good save by Lathan because they had number 71 set up right in front of the net as the defense had all kind of gone over to the left side. 71 sat up on the back door. Lathan had already made a move, so Lathan dives out, covers up that puck, stops it from being an easy goal. If that rebound comes out and they get it back on that back door, there was no chance. So puck's still over on the left side. Caps got to find a way to get some puck possession going. Now up out of the zone. Ethan kicks it over to Henry. Henry loses the puck. The puck comes back to center ice, and the Barons come away with it. Swing and a miss on the shot, and that's going to allow Ethan to go around one, but he turns the puck over. Here come the Barons right back in the zone along the left wing. Check there by Liam. Liam loses his stick, kicks the puck with his skate up over to the right side. Now that puck right out front, save Lathan.
You know what we should do? We should guess how much that Zamboni is.
Over under. How much does a Zamboni cost?
Probably
I'm
not-
going to say 40 grand.
I'm gonna say mil.
Higher?
Mil.
Ted's over here saying higher. A Zamboni like that thing's 80 grand.
I think it might be a mil. But type what you think it is. Well, you guys probably haven't seen it, but
Puck over to the left side again. I feel like this whole game has been played on this left side over here. All right, that puck comes out into a dangerous spot right along the left wing. Good job by the Caps to kick it back over into the boards, but the Barons with it, find space, shot, save Lathan off either his blocker or his pad, leg pad. Now it's going to be Michael. Michael shot. That goes just wide of the net, puck behind the net. Caps now couldn't keep it in. Aiden was there on the blue line. I think it bounced up over his stick and up out of the zone. Now forced all the way down into their own zone. Lathan with the pad save goes high and it stays over on, you guessed it, the left side. Puck still over in the left corner on another shot, and that's going to be a goal. Again, that puck's been down there for the last 5 or 6 minutes. Not a lot of puck possession, and the Barons pull away here late in the third, 3-1.
4:46 in the period. So if the Caps want something, they better get it now.
Now the Caps, just a couple weeks ago, with 30 seconds left, were able to clear a 2-goal deficit. So it's not impossible, but the Caps got some work to do here. Puck right back into the Capital zone.
Now the Barons are going to have it in the cap zone. Now the kind of it's like that puck's just squirted out of their zone.
Barons with it right along the edge again. And another goal.
Where did our defense go? That's the question we are all asking right now. Where did the defense go? First period, we had pretty good defense, and then second period, sort of defense, and now the defense is falling apart.
Lathan was slow to get up there. Lathan had to come all the way across the ice, dive for it. Lathan looks like he might be in a little bit of a pain. We'll keep an eye on that. He's still in, and he's going to tip that puck over to the right side. So the Caps kind of in it until they weren't here at the end. With just over 4 minutes to play. Turnover, here comes Bennett. Bennett shot, rebound comes out. Ethan was almost there. Good opportunity. Couldn't find a corner though. Kind of put it into the center of the net and put it into his pads, but good scoring opportunity. Good turnover by Bennett to create a scoring chance. So now the Barons take it away. Ethan comes away with it. That's a check to, that is a cross check to the back. Now they call it. I was going to say, if they don't call that, that was right in front of this guy right here. This guy right here, right in front of him, and he calls nothing. It took the other guy, took the other zebra all the way across the ice to call it. Literally was 5 feet in front of him. Didn't call it. This guy right here. It's probably the same one that was yelling at the kids. I believe it was.
Now puck's going back to Liam. Now that's back to Michael. Michael's going to send this into the zone. Wes is getting hooked, and now that puck's going in front of the net.
Rebound comes out, Wes. Couldn't keep it in, and Henry, that puck was high. Henry tried to bat it down like a baseball bat, but couldn't do it. Now Liam able to clear it out, gets it up over to
Michael. Michael's shot.
Is that Michael? Yeah.
Missed the net.
For some reason, I'm not seeing Michael's jersey number well. Now Wes going to go out and get it behind the net, but the Barons going to take it away. Michael there. Michael takes it right back, kicks it up along to Liam. Liam couldn't hold on to it, and the Barons able to clear it out. But Michael takes possession, turns it right back around, brings it in along the right side, and they're going to get an offsides.
Some very delayed offsides here.
With 2:46 to go.
So far, if the Caps want to get something, they've got to keep this pressure in the Baron zone. They got 2:46 in the period. Got to have something happen right now to get this game back in the net.
All right, Aiden with it. Aiden going to bring it in, dumps it. Puck ends up behind the net. And Barons come away with it. That puck going to be another offsides.
There's some very late offsides in this game. But so it looks like Miles is gonna take this. Now that puck's just gonna squirt up back to. That's gonna go over to Aiden. Now I'm gonna go over to Eli.
Eli dumps it in. That's gonna be an icing. That's one of those plays that. That's one of those plays that it's.
Just the
you
step.
have time with the puck. You got to find someone to get it to there. You don't pass it into open space there. That's one of those plays that you watch in film and say, what else could we have done with the puck there? The Caps do film once a week. Normally on their second practice of the week, they do film review. Shot, that rebound comes out. Oh, it goes just underneath Miles's skate. Well, it's Miles was coming in like a freight train, wanted to put a shot on. That's another check in the bag. The whole Caps bench goes crazy. Another no call. And the Barons come away with it. Skated up out of the zone. That puck ends up over on the left side. Puck will clear. That puck's going to come all the way down. That was tipped, but the Caps want a line change. So the Barons, with possession, bring it up out of the zone. Line change comes in for the Caps. Up to center ice they go along the right wing. Bring it over into the center, tipped away, and taken away by Henry. Henry, nice little pass up over to, it looks like, I think that's Jack. And then Barons take the puck away. Now Henry with it. Henry goes around one. Henry finds shot. Good shot by Henry. Henry's already got one goal. Another check to the back. Now we're towards the end of the game here. The game may be decided, but Brady able to keep it in. Now it gets tipped out, and we get a whistle with 39 to go.
8 for a cross check to the head.
Who's called?
Someone.
Oh, power play coming up for the
I was
Caps.
8, but it's 9 for cross check to the head. So, kind of feel like these little delayed here, but yeah.
All right, so 39 seconds. Caps are going to end the game on a power play, unless they get a quick goal here.
Surprised they're not
They're not
pulling
going to. Yeah, I was going to say
Lathan.
they didn't pull Lathan. They're down 3. If you're playing for my hockey rankings, the last thing you want to do is go down by 4. If you're playing to try and win the game, you pull them. But with a 3-goal deficit, maybe best to just keep it as is and work on that power play to try and get it a little bit more crisp. Ethan hit up and around. Ethan trying to keep it in. That puck stays in and down into the left corner. West comes away with it. West past the center, but no one there, and that allows the Barons to take it away. Barons bring it down into the Cap zone. Puck taken away. Got about 6 seconds left to go in the game. Pass up over to Ethan. Ethan's going to have to shoot quick. Instead, decides to pass on that. We'll do it for game 1 of the doubleheader. This one going to go to the Barons 4-1. And we'll do it again at 4-10. Now, one thing before we go.
The Zamboni.
This Zamboni that's coming out right here. And they're like, get off the ice, we don't care.
I have something to say about the Zamboni. It looks like a spaceship that came from Jupiter.
Look at that. Look at the glory that is that Zamboni. Lambazzoni? Look at that thing.
So take your
That thing's
guess.
got to be new this year. It might be all electric. I see no exhaust on it. It makes no noise. And it is, that thing.
That thing probably could pull the whole. That thing probably could pull the ice rink.
Right? And wait, I'm going to keep it on just to show you how fast this Zamboni, it makes quick work. Quick work.
And put your guesses down below in the comments.
Let's see.
And take a guess at how much money you think this is.
Also, listen to how quiet it is.
And it's got a lot of traction.
This thing has a top speed of about 80 kilometers per hour. But this Zamboni, real nice. That thing's going half speed right now, I swear to God.
Yeah.
All right, watch. There he goes.
This is definitely the highlight of the whole game, the Zamboni.
Look at this thing. Watch how fast. It's got little lights on the side. I'm surprised it doesn't play music.
I think it does.
I think it does.
I don't even think it's called a Zamboni. I think it's called the Party Bus.
That thing is the Partiboni? Parboni?
Yeah. Surprised they're not
look
selling
at how quick this thing. It's just quick work. Look at this thing. That thing goes quicker up the ice than half of the kids that were on the ice in this last game. All right, well, anyways, guys, we'll do it again at 4:10. I got to take all this gear down. Jacob, thanks for helping out. Got anything to say?
Have some lunch. Definitely don't come to Cleveland. way colder up here than it is in Columbus down there. So stay where you are. Stay in the warm weather. Very cold up here.
All right, we'll see you guys at 4. Thanks for watching.